So Dean, good to see you back up north and all dried off after that Plymouth 25-10 win last week. What were your thoughts on the match and the result?
I think it was a job well done actually. The conditions weren't great, howling gale, a lot of rain, standing water, and we had a job we wanted to go and do and to execute, and the boys executed it pretty well actually. A bit disappointed about the try that they scored, but as soon as it happened, the boys knew what they'd done wrong, and we rectified it.
You mentioned those conditions there in particular, with the playoffs just around the corner and bad weather being a possible factor behind any result. How impressed were you with the boys and how they came through that?
Well, hopefully we're getting into the summer months that the bad weather won't be a factor, and we can get out and play some rugby, which has been a long winter, not just for us but for everybody this year, and it probably did have an impact on the way that the sides want to play. But looking at it now, the pitches have firmed up. We've actually got the sprinkler on today, so yeah, it's we're looking to get out there and bring the playoffs on. But before that, we've got this weekend Bristol, and it's a big game for us.
Plymouth, the win, made it 21 in a row in the league. Bristol to make it 22 and to equal that Northampton record from 2006. How confident are you going into that match?
Yeah, well, it's not about 22 out of 22 or anything else like that. It's about beating Bristol, and we saw them at the start of the year as being genuine contenders for the playoffs, and we still think that. And it's our way of stopping their chance of getting into the playoffs. So for us, it's going to be a hard game. We know it's going to be difficult, but we've beaten them once or twice already. So let's see what happens.
And team news in terms of that, obviously shuffled the pack a couple of times over the last few weeks. Is it going to be a similar sort of team that started against Plymouth, or are they going to be changed again?
Yeah, the side will be similar. There'll be a couple of guys that probably brought in. Johnny Golding most probably will be back, and so we'll see. There's a few boys that we're giving a rest to as well.
Some great news off the pitch too, with Rory Clegg joining at the end of the season, as well as Andy Saul from Saracens. What can they bring to the Falcons next season?
I think they can bring a huge amount of Premiership experience for a start. I took Rory down to Quins. I think he was a quality player. He's played a lot of Premiership rugby in the last 4 years, and that experience will serve us well. But I think with Rory, people tend to forget how young he is, and I think there's a huge amount of rugby still to come out of him. As far as Andy Saul, he's been there. He's been up to Saxon's level. He still has the ambition to play international rugby at the highest level, and hopefully we'll facilitate that for him by getting him here and playing at the highest level. The other thing he'll bring is great competition on the back row. He'll challenge a lot of the guys that are already here.
Rory and Andy already adding to a raft of new signings this season. Adam Powell, Noah Cato as well, with also coming in. Can the fans expect to see any further signings come the summer?
Yeah, I think that we're looking to strengthen the squad in any way that we can, and there probably will be some more signings before the season's out.